Well, hello. It is Wednesday. It is March 18th. I'm Councillor Glen. I just got off a call. I'm a board member with the Mississippi Valley Conservation Authority, and we had an in-person board meeting scheduled for today, but wisely it was moved to an online meeting. And I just thought it's a great example how we're all adapting. For those of you who are really into governance and so on, the Constitution of the Mississippi Valley Conservation Authority actually doesn't allow for phone meetings. So without getting into too many details, we knew the right thing to do was to meet remotely. There's about 18 board members, so it really does not make sense to bring people together. But we had to go through a number of steps just to establish how we would meet. And we couldn't actually formally make any decisions, but we made some agreements in principle so that someday when we are able to meet as a board in person, or when we find a legal way to meet remotely, we'll have the opportunity to formalize the decisions that we made. But I think all of us right now are in this transition mode. How do we keep operating as normal as possible in these extremely unusual, unprecedented circumstances? I know next week we have a city council meeting on the 25th. And I know a number of municipalities have asked the Ontario government to look at if there's a mechanism that we could meet and vote on things remotely. Right now, under the Municipal Act, we need to be there in person. Well, that may be something, it probably is something that we should change. So just one of the many things everyone's looking at to adapt, and I'm sure if you're in your workplace, whatever that may be, you're looking for ways to adapt that as well. Well, I see the dog's coming in. He's just been out for a walk. Maybe I'll get him to come in the video someday. I do have some updates. I wrote down a big list here. Grocery stores, you might have heard a number of grocery stores are adding early morning hours specifically for seniors and for people who might have compromised immune systems. Brown's Independent is one of them. I posted some information about that on my website, so if you're wondering, it's there. We've heard different things. Some of the other local grocery stores are going to start doing this. I thought I saw something online that Shoppers Drug Mart was too, but we'll keep sharing information. If you're part of a local business offering a special service like that, send me an email and I'll make sure that our team can get that posted. Guidance for volunteers, that was something else that we posted on our website today or yesterday. There's a lot of people who want to help out, and I'm thrilled to see that. There's a local Facebook group called Stittsville Volunteering. We're seeing all sorts of people offer to help. We know there are people in the community who need help, and we want to connect them, and we know there's a lot of people willing to provide assistance. But we have some guidelines now on the website coming from the city about what you should and shouldn't do as a volunteer. For example, if you are feeling sick, any kind of symptom of sickness, don't go out and volunteer and help out. Stay in your house. So there's lots of information there on my website. Today is Transit Driver Appreciation Day, and if this was a usual Wednesday, we would have had Transit Commission, which got canceled, and if we would have Transit Commission, I would have been on the bus and the train downtown and would have had a chance to thank our transit operators in person. So let me take this chance, in case there are any bus drivers or train operators, really any of the hardworking staff from OC Transpo, the red vests, the operations staff, the supervisors, the control room people. We really appreciate what you do. This has been an incredibly tough few months for our city in transit, and I know I appreciate your patience and your professionalism every day with transit riders, transit customers. So thank you. We do appreciate it, and I hope we're all back riding the rails and riding the buses soon. It is Garbage Day today. What are we, day 5 of social distancing? And I spent a few minutes watching the truck in front of my house crush the garbage in the back of it, which I haven't done in a long time. I bet there are a lot of kids doing that too today. On another city one, a couple other city things. I've had a lot of questions from residents and businesses about a deferral on tax payments. So the deadline to pay your taxes has been extended into April, and there's also, we want to give you a way to defer taxes. If you're in any kind of financial hardship because of what's going on, we want to let you defer your taxes until the fall. So there's some recommendations that I posted on my website, and this is going to go to council formally next week, next Wednesday when we meet. But it's a good set of initiatives to make sure that to make sure that people have that cushion and that bridge until everything gets figured out. Also, the city, just like Hydro, has announced they're not going to be disconnecting anyone because of a difficulty in paying bills, so that's a good thing. On the Hydro front, we've had a lot of questions about altering the on-peak and off-peak special pricing. So I know that Hydro Ottawa is looking into this. Strictly speaking, though, this is something that is enacted at a provincial level. So it's not something that Hydro Ottawa can do unilaterally, but it is something that they're looking at the provincial level. The last thing, it's a reminder from the hardworking city people in the water and sewage plants. Do not flush the cleaning wipes or even products that say they are flushable. Do not flush them down the drain. I know a lot of people are using disinfectant wipes and they're using products that might say on the label flushable. They are not really flushable, and they put a lot of havoc and strain on our purification systems and our sewage treatment plants. So please don't do that. I want to end with a reminder that I think I'd be giving every day, which is stay vigilant. At this point, I don't want to use these videos to share the numbers and the changes in the outbreak or the transmission of the virus. I want to really emphasize how important it is that you keep your distance, you stay home, and you're only going out for absolutely essential trips. I've heard stories about neighbors getting together for small gatherings. I've heard stories about kids going over to each other's houses for sleepovers. This is exactly the thing that you should not be doing. Any action you can take to stay home and avoid contact with other people in the community is going to literally save lives. It's also going to allow us to get out of this situation quicker. I know we're all at least 2.5 more weeks, at least. It could be longer. It may very well be longer. It could be a lot longer if we're not respecting that direction from all of the public health authorities to practice this social distancing. It's incredibly important, and thank you to everyone who is taking this seriously. It is another beautiful day. I am on a streak here every day since the start. I'm just looking at my step count. I only have 2,300 steps so far because I've just been moving around the house pretty much. Took the dog out earlier. My goal is to get to 10,000 steps every day, just to remind me of the importance of moving around, getting out there for a walk in the sunshine or in the evening, whatever it may be. Make sure you're eating well. Make sure you are getting a good night's sleep. It'll help you get through these very strange and unusual circumstances that we're in. We appreciate all the questions we've been getting. I hope we've been able to help and get you the answers back. You can email me, you can call me, you can visit my website for more information, and if you go on the homepage, actually you can type in glengower.ca/coronavirus, and we're collecting all of the local information there that is important for you to know. So things that I've talked about today around volunteers, around grocery stores, around changes to taxes and so on, we're trying to collect all of that from a local level right on my website. So thank you for watching. Please share this video if you can with a neighbor, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.